We all carry a piece of our dad with us every single day, whether that makes us proud or frustrated, whether they're still here or maybe they passed away. See, some of us have good dads while other ones might have more complicated ones. But some of us are still trying to figure out how our dad played a role in who we became as a man today. At some point, and usually later than we'd like, it all starts to click. Dad wasn't perfect. He was a man with some or many flaws, but yet somehow we all seem to turn out kind of okay. Most of our dads grew up in a different time, before technology made life so fast, with different expectations, different definitions even of responsibility, and what it meant to be strong. See, growing up, dads didn't always explain everything. They didn't narrate their stress or emotions. They didn't tell us what they had to give up in life to make sure that we were okay and that life went on. They showed up, they went to work, handled things, and woke up just to do it all again the next day. When we were younger, we might have thought that dad was distant or checked out, maybe even a little bit judgmental. But now, looking back, as we've aged ourselves, we realize that there was a lot more going on behind the scenes that we would have or could have never known. That understanding usually doesn't come all at once for us, but after responsibility does. After we're the ones expected to provide. After we're the ones expected to have it all together. After we realize how quickly time starts moving as life just keeps getting busier and busier and busier. And that's when you start to see your dad just a little bit differently. Not as a big mystery or a major disappointment, but a man that was doing the best he could at the time with what he knew. And sure, this isn't for every dad out there, but I'd argue that it is probably for the majority of us watching this and being here today. And that realization changes the way that you look at time and life, because you don't get unlimited chances. You don't get unlimited chances with your dad, with your kids, with relationships, even with the work that keeps us so busy. It makes us forget how fast life really does go. It's not about guilt or shame, about how you could have done things differently with regret. And it's definitely not about trying to be perfect, because as we know, or as we might be learning, we can't be and we never will be. It's about being intentional before hindsight is our only teacher. See, this all hits really close to home. It hits me personally because I lost my dad these past couple of years. And some of you might understand this when I say he was my guy. He was my guy. But our relationship was never perfect. It had its ups and its downs, its twists and turns. Had times of friendship, but also times of anger even. But one thing I have learned, and some of the things I have discovered, is I wish I would have had certain conversations sooner. There's time that I thought I would have had a lot more of that was taken too soon. And I'll be sharing more about my story with my dad in the coming videos and more on this channel. But it's really a big part of why this channel even exists. See, Dads Don't Die is a place for guys to talk openly, candidly with other guys, hear about their stories, talk about fatherhood and different generations of where we came from, what we're experiencing and carrying now today, but also as a reminder and encouragement to stay present in the life that we have right now today, because it just keeps moving faster and faster, as we all start to realize. This isn't a therapy channel or a therapy place or a promise to make you the perfect dad or hear from perfect dads, because we aren't, and nobody on this channel will be. We're all just living life, trying the best we can to intentionally show up. And you might start to see and notice there's some other guys out there that are in a similar boat as you. If your dad's still here and alive today, maybe tonight's the night you make that call. Invite him to dinner. Catch up. Ask him that question that you've always wanted to. Ask him to tell you that story that he's told you 20 times. Maybe tonight's the night you hear it for the 21st, but maybe the last time you hear that story. Just go sit and listen. Ask some questions. And if you're the dad that's watching and here today, just like myself having 2 boys, maybe this channel and this video is a reminder that the day that your kids had today might be one of those days that they talk about as one of their core memories as they're older. Were you there? Were you present? Are they going to remember you from today in a way that you want to be remembered? It's a good reminder, huh? We have to be present and we have to show up. That's what this is here for. I'm really glad you're here. I hope you stick around, watch a couple of videos, ask yourself some questions, and engage. As a community type page, we're all here to learn from each other, to do the best that we can, to make sure that whether it be our dads that we are remembering, the dads that maybe never showed up, or us as dads being present with our kids today and not letting life take over how we show up as dads for our own kids. This is Dads Don't Die. I'm really glad you're here, and I'll see you soon.